Hello and a very warm welcome to the video of the new moon in Pisces, which is going to take place next Sunday. In my time zone, it's going to be at 10 a.m. in the morning. And in this channel, of course, I always draw a tarot card. And from this set, I have drawn the King of Autumn, the King of Coins. And it says that everything is developing perfectly. Your projects are very successful, and there are new possibilities as far as work is concerned, and as far as money and resources are concerned, and you're going to use them wisely. That's the card for the new moon, and it's interesting to me that it's a green card. It's about material things, it's about coins, because we got this kite here. In the chart as well, there are these 3 points and this one small point, and the 3 points are all connecting the material signs, the signs of the earth, that is Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. And Taurus is about taking on responsibility, and together with the other two we have some talent. Right now, these days, I also had it in my German speaking channel. It's called Astrology mit Julia. I have it for the 10 days forecast. I always have this kite, so it's not just on the new moon, it's also at least for the following days, for the following week. And it's a talent we have in the material world, which we can bring to earth. We can make this kite fly because of this point of the kite, because of spirituality. And the material talent is to savor very much what we already have, to take small steps in liberty, but also in long-term relationships, in faithfulness, and to take on responsibility even when things are intense, and responsibility for having a lot or for giving a lot. That's this part of the talent. And the other part of the talent for the new moon and beyond is over here, and I think the pointy part is mostly Saturn. Saturn in Pisces is about structures in spirituality, about setting boundaries in everything or in anything or in nothing. And that's how we can prosper materially. Now let's focus on the new moon itself. The new moon is the sun and the moon conjunct, both 20 degrees in Pisces. 20 is the beginning of the second decade, and that's that's the beginning of the third decade actually, and that's Pisces Scorpio. So it also has to do with transformation and with power. That's what Scorpio energy brings in, because it's at 20 degrees, and that means that it's in the third decade. The first decade of a sign is always the sign itself. That would be Pisces. The second decade has been Pisces Cancer, Pisces and the following next sign. And the third decade is the third sign, Pisces, and of course Scorpio. Now let's look at all those lines we have. First of all, there's a very positive line going to Uranus. Uranus is at 19 degrees in the sign of Taurus, and it means we got a lot of ideas about how to savor things. A lot of ideas. So last new moon, I remember that was the new moon in Aquarius, and then there was a square to the very planet, a square to Uranus, and that meant we were nervous and itchy. And now there's a sextile to the same planet at the same position, almost the same position, and that means less stress for this new moon, less stress for the upcoming month than we had for them in the months before. I'm talking about the whole month because month by month, I mean from the one new moon to the next new moon. And it's all, yeah, that's like the original meaning of a month because month derives from the word moon. And that's like the energy not only on Saturday, not only on Sunday, not only on Monday, but also for like the energy for the next month till the next new moon, which is going to take place in Aries, and then it will be all about new beginnings. This new moon in Pisces is about letting go, about trust, about getting to grips with things in a way of like letting go, relaxing, and then it will be much more about action in the upcoming new moon, which is going to take place about 1 month from now. Okay, let's look at the other lines. There is a line to the ascendant in Vienna. If you're like me, you are in Vienna, there's a square to your ascendant, but most people who are watching are probably not here around here. That means for me, communication is important with regards to the new moon and with regards to the new month. And there's also some powerful things going on between communication and trust. So it's either communication or trust, not really both. What we all have is the square down here to Vesta. And Vesta is the asteroid of being able to concentrate on something a lot, but also in being interested in having peace and quiet from it. Vesta, for everybody, is in the sign of Gemini right now, so we can concentrate on communication and on learning and on our neighbors, but we also need our peace and quiet with regard to these topics. That can also be taken into account for the new moon. And now lastly, there's this line going all over the chart, the direct red line to Lilith and also to Juno. Let's see what it's really supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to be next to Lilith. And I figured out one more aspect, which I'm going to talk about shortly. The opposition is more directly to Lilith, and Lilith is the point of the moon of the moon is of course going around the earth and in an elliptical way, and this is where the moon is the farthest away from the earth, and this is some liberty and some action and some like doing what you want without regards even to your own feelings. That's in the sign of Virgo right now, in the sign of the worker, in the sign of everyday work. We have some liberty in our everyday work, and that has some influence on our ability to trust and to let go. Virgo is also very responsible, so letting go in terms of Pisces perhaps doesn't come so easily. And then one other aspect I would like to mention is a conjunction. I had more than one conjunctions. The conjunction shown here in this square I've shown before is this Priapus, and Priapus is where the moon in its course around the earth is closest to the earth. So the new moon itself will perhaps be full of feelings because the planet of feelings, so to speak, the moon is very close to earth at this point. And also, very importantly, for the new moon in Pisces, and the last thing I would like to mention here, the new moon is in conjunction with Neptune. It's just 7 degrees away from Neptune, and Neptune is the star of Pisces. It's the ruler of Pisces. It has about the same connotation as Pisces, which is trust and letting go and everything as well as nothing, and also ideology and really wanting something. Positively, it can also be dreams and the fulfillment of dreams. That's very close to the sun of the moon. That's very close to yourself and your feelings. So take a look at your dreams at this weekend if you'd like to. And at this weekend, I especially mean from Sunday 10 a.m. onwards. This is when the new moon will be actually taking place. So perhaps you'd like to take especially note of your dreams in the night from Sunday to Monday. Have a great time. Talk to you next time. Bye.